Today we're going to be looking at 15 old coins that are worth some good money. Alright, let's just start off first here with an 1865 3-cent nickel. Alright, so this coin here has a mint error. It has been indented here on the obverse of the coin. The coin is graded by PCGS, and this coin ended up selling for over $700 at auction. Moving right along to an 1877 Indian head cent. Now this coin is not in the best condition, certainly not the worst, graded at a 53. The coin grading scale goes to 70. But it does have a mint error. The coin was struck through grease here on the obverse. That's why the design is faded out a little bit. And that's why this coin sold for over $2,000 at auction. So always pay attention to your coins. You never know what you might have. Now here is a very obvious type of mint error. The 1881 Indian head cent was struck off center, 15% off center to be exact. Graded by NGC at an XF45. This coin here ended up selling for over $435. Here's a very obvious type of mint error as well. Now we're going to go through some Indian head cents, but we're going to move on to some other different coins here as we go. Now this coin is an 1889 Indian head cent. Couple different things. It has an RPD, which is a repunched date, so you can look for that on your dates on your Indian head cents. Also, the coin has been double struck, which is very obvious. You can see that on the left side of the coin. So this coin ended up selling for $900 at auction because of those mint errors. Now here's a very obvious, not a double strike, but a triple strike this time on an Indian head penny. So pretty obvious type of mint error. Again, this coin sold for over $4,000. It is graded and authenticated by PCGS. Here is a 1909 Lincoln wheat cent. It does have the VDB on the reverse, but it's not the S mint mark. But it's in very good condition. It's graded at a mint state 64 red, and it does have a mint error. Here on the obverse of the coin, you can see a small little die break there, that cud at the bottom of the coin, the extra metal on the rim. And this coin sold for over $500 because of its condition and because of that mint error. And of course it being the 1909 VDB. But let's move on, jump right back to one more Indian head cent, 1909. Of course 1909 was the last year that they produced the Indian head cent, and the first year of the Lincoln wheat cent, of course. So this coin here looks normal on the reverse, but here on the obverse you'll see that it does have that strike through. It's been struck through there. Pretty obvious type of mint error. Not got the best grade at an XF45. The coin still sold for over $115. But here is a Buffalo nickel from 1913. It is the D mint mark, the type 2 as well. So if you're not familiar with type 1, type 2, watch my other Buffalo nickel videos. I explain that. This coin was struck 5% off center. So pretty obvious there on the right side of the coin. This nickel ended up selling for over $2,800. Nearly a $3,000 coin there. Of course, you can see that D mint mark at the bottom underneath the words 5 cents on the reverse of the coin. Now here is a 1920 Buffalo nickel, very worn down. Probably looks like a lot of the Buffalo nickels we have in our collection, right? Only graded at a 4. So the coin grading scale goes up to 70. 70 is the best. This is at the low end of the grading scale, at a 4. But it does have a very nice lamination here on the reverse of the coin. You can see that, you know, it's split almost like, well, it says 55% of the coin lamination here on the reverse. You know, almost over half of the coin there. So pretty nice mint error. You can look for laminations on all kinds of different coins, even more modern coins, not just Buffalo nickels. This coin sold for a little over $100. Here's a 1935 wheat penny that has a nice little die break here on the reverse of the coin. You'll see it here on the right side of the coin, going almost, well, touching the wheat stock there. That little extra metal. You know, this coin is not in good condition at all. It's graded at a fine 15. So the coin only sold for $36 at auction. You know, had this coin had that die break and been at a mint state grade, it would have sold for a lot more money. Now here's a 1935 Buffalo nickel that was struck off center as well. This time here on the left side of the coin, you can really see that very visibly. This coin is in much better condition than the other Buffalo nickel we just looked at. But the coin did sell for over $190. Here's another off-center, last off-center Buffalo nickel, I believe. Graded by NGC, struck 15% off-center, 1936 nickel, sold for over $380. Now here's in 1943, what's supposed to be a steel cent. In 1943, they were supposed to be steel pennies. However, this was actually a Lincoln cent design that was struck onto a 6-pence Australian coin. It was actually not only struck onto a 6-pence Australian silver coin, it was broad struck as well. So it does have a couple mint errors going on. Broad strike, of course, you can see around the rim of the coin. Very obvious, so always pay attention to your coins, because this coin here ended up selling for over $4,500 at auction. $4,500 for 1 cent. I'll take it any day of the week. Speaking of 1 cent, here's a 1944 Jefferson nickel design that was struck onto a 1 cent planchet. So pretty obvious type of mint error. Again, you can see that the design is being cut off as a result of the mint error, and it's got that copper color because it was struck onto a penny planchet. This coin is also supposed to be the silver, 35% silver Jefferson nickels, because they made those during the war, 1942 to 1945, and you'll know if your coin is silver if it has that big mint mark there above the building on the reverse of the coin. In this case, this one's not silver because it was struck onto a penny planchet, and that's where all the value is at, and that's why this coin sold for over $3,000 at auction. Here's a Buffalo nickel, a no-dated Buffalo nickel that was struck onto a silver 10-cent planchet. So a silver dime planchet here. You know, it's graded by PCGS out of a famous collection. The coin sold for $12,000. Of course, you'll see the design being cut off. That's why you cannot give this coin a date. It is an S mint mark though, and 1913 to 1938, you know, those were the years that they produced the Buffalo nickel. So always pay attention to coins and coin collections that you may purchase or inherit, because you never know about those old coins that may have a mint error and be extremely valuable. And don't forget to subscribe in the middle. Feel free to check out the videos to the left of me, and until tomorrow, I'll see you guys in the comment section below. This is Couch Collectibles, and this is where I disappear.